going to the gym with those two. I'm a little bit upset stomach, so I didn't go prospecting with the boys today. And I'm a bit tired, so any symptoms of sickness are slightly exacerbated. Training. Let's get this bread. Run out all wrapped up because she was cold. Alright, time to jump on a client call, or not a client call, but a call with my friend and client Sam. We're going to be talking about some stuff for like him potentially doing some like free work with me. I'm guiding him through the process essentially, so even if I don't have anything for him, because I want him to present to me the skills based on the context of what he's doing. Like I've written up these questions, like what I would want someone to ask me if they were interested in working with me. So I think that applies to like most entrepreneurial fields. So I've given him that, so if nothing else, he understands that process and how to do that. And yeah, this is webcam. The webcam gains. I feel like my left arm will struggle with this setup. Just want the arm to be juicy like how it was before. Anyway, just waiting on him basically. Not a good start. I mean, it's 5:35 and it's a 5:30 thing. It's going to reflect poorly. Just had a... I'll just do this whilst I'm waiting anyway. Just had a gym sesh at Raw. Real chill. Feeling a bit unwell today, so I didn't go prospecting with the boys. I was very excited to do that, but even Vincent was like, yeah, you probably shouldn't, like, because you can get them sick, get potential clients and people we want to help sick. So yeah, not ideal. But I'm gunning to go tomorrow, because Thursday's the last day of prospecting. They normally do in a week. I'm pretty keen just to see them do their thing. Should be fun, do the prospect interviews. But yeah, so today just doing this, and now we're staying up a bit later tonight, probably till about 10 or 11, maybe 12, however late we feel, to get some stuff done. And I'm excited because we had our call with Jacob today, our mentor. We've got a bunch of stuff to do, and now it's like the doing times and not as much thinking. I like to think, obviously, and understand what I'm doing, but I think my strong suit is like doing. So I'm very keen. Bunch of stuff, some cool content to make. Basically, it's like 2 reels a day, every day. A lot of top of funnel stuff is the focus for the next 30 days. All right, Sam's here. Let's get this. I'm going to record this anyway, so maybe put some snippets. Humongous chat. That was just shy of 2 hours with Sam, but that was sick. There was some good stuff in there. So yeah, he'll potentially come on. I'm going to talk to Yana about it now. Get some food. We'll be going to bed at about 9. But yeah, I'll chat to Yana, see if she's cool. I mean, it's a bit different because he's like, it's not like he'd be working for us, like as a paid thing. It's like he's volunteering his time. So I feel like that's like, yeah. And he's the right person. And I do feel like it kind of comes down to being a bit more of my call. But, you know, with any business thing, I just make sure that Yana and I are both in agreement, because I do trust her with this stuff. Like, that's why she's in charge of recruiting. If she says no, it's like there's good reason for it, because I get a bit ahead of myself. So I'm very blessed, and it's kind of perfect that I have someone like Yana with Yana's attributes to be able to regulate my overt enthusiasm sometimes and kind of sometimes blinding optimism, where it's like you just get too stoked or excited for opportunities and you don't really think that hard, or you kind of like, you blind yourself with being like, oh yeah, I can overlook these things. So yeah, it'll be good. I think it's not good to be too optimistic, you know. Too much implies that it's not good, of anything. Anyway, this will be going there. I'll upload this thing so that Sam can review it. And that, I'm going to go heat up some food for Yana and I, check if she wants some food first, and then I'll probably film our conversation. Yeah, bye. It was really good.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah. Basically gonna let him know by the end of the night, because I told him I was gonna chat to you about it. If or like let him know when I'd let him know by the end of tonight. Yeah, what we reckon. What we reckon. About what I'm gonna tell you. Basically, the prospect of him coming on to do basically admin assistant stuff for me. Because I think of the period of time we're going on, and like he has said, it would be for free, like for the experience for him, and also helps me focus on the other things as well as that, having the degree of having to train him and that. 3 main things we sussed out that had potential are editing, content editing, especially like more the long form blog stuff like what we did today. So like I just film it, send it to him, and he edits it, and then he can upload it as well. Admin stuff, so assistant stuff with any admin things, because I know there's a lot of stuff we've got to do over the next 30 days, and that means I can focus potentially on some of the other things, and potentially teaching him to like working on it together, and then getting him to do the volume side of audience growth, like the manual growth side of things. So yeah, talked about that. He's keen. He's like never sold before in that. I don't know, I'm not looking for him to come on as a salesman or anything, but I did walk him through all of it basically, but he did rise up to actually do the things and put it all together quite nicely. So you know, I just wanted to run it by you, but I'm pretty pumped with the prospect of it. He knows that nothing's guaranteed, nothing's a given. I told him it might not be the right time or the right decision. And you know, he just wants to come on for free. I asked him what he's gonna do for work right now, because obviously he's not at all expecting this to be paid. So he's like leaving that one, and he's gonna get he's actually the Jets that he goes to. He's been asking them there, and just today the lady was like, you know what, I'll email my regional manager and see if we can get you some admin stuff like 2-3 days a week at the gym. And he's like, that's awesome. So he's like following up on that side of things, like actively getting stuff, but he's very aware of not getting stuck in job jumping. So he's like, if he gets that, then potentially he'd look at doing some other things, like one other thing that he could grind out, and then just do what he's doing with me as well, focus on that, because he's already signed up for his PT course and paid for it and that, so he's already started that. So yeah, he's taking action, doing stuff, and by all accounts of what I've talked about with him, he's like the right kind of person. Good fit to at least teach and like have him come on and do some admin stuff, especially for us. It's like it's just my time really that I'm giving up a little bit, and I've told him what we kind of outlined. I was like, what I expect to be what we do is basically message on WhatsApp every day, and just check in, see how things going, give him tasks to do, and that it'd be about an hour of work for him to do a day from me, and then once a week just like a 10-15 minute video or phone call just to check in and see how everything's going and brush up on anything. So it's pretty like not time intensive. Aside from the standard onboarding and figuring out all of that stuff. But yeah, not super time intensive with that. And yeah, long term I see a lot of utility in it. To be fair, I did teach him how to sell me on the value, but he did do it. He did do it well.
Yeah.
He was even just doing one of those things, and if he focused and did that really well, it does gives me more time, more quality time, as he put it, to do the other things. Just move things forward faster and better, even if it's not necessarily curriculum stuff yet, but then it's there's opportunity to do that sooner and better.
Okay, here are my thoughts. Business-wise, I say it's a no. So if you're going to take him on, it would be like a personal project for you.
Yep.
Because, okay, as good as it sounds for someone to come on and be do stuff for free, business-wise and legally, that there's a lot that goes into that, because it's free labor. So it would have to be, we'd have to draw up a contract, I'd have to write what's expected of him, all the systems and processes behind that, and then also write up performance review checks, because you're technically allowed to have employees kind of intern with you, but there has to be set performance metrics and performance dates, and I just don't think we're at the right point to do that. It doesn't make sense, because admin wouldn't have been my first hire anyway.
Yeah, that's
for
fine.
that. So if it's something it has to be a sort of a mates agreement, with you, privately.
Is that what you mean, private personal thing?
Yeah, or something that you do as a passion project.
Yeah.
It just can't be for the business. So it's
oh goodness, your spine.
There might be certain things that, for example, that would, it's a little bit different, but you probably have to use something like that password saver thing, because we're not legally allowed to, or something like that, because we're not legally allowed to give him access to business accounts.
Okay.
Especially with it being a company, it could be a legal issue.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. Editing is fine, because that's not
Yeah.
Even with uploading, I think what we can do is create a content scheduler, create an account with a content scheduling platform, and then just give him access to that. So he doesn't have direct access to the account, which is associated with the business, but he can schedule the content that he edits for you.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, okay, personally, so that's business-wise. Personally, I obviously don't like the idea of, just indefinite, indefinite free things. So
neither do I.
I'd say 6 months is what I'm feeling is the right amount of time to be okay, by the 6-month mark he can't continue doing the free stuff. It would either be we have to bring him on, or he does his own thing.
Yep. I think that's fair.
That's it.
That's exactly what I was thinking as well. I was actually thinking 3 months, but I think 6 months is actually a better amount of time.
Well, because 3 months you're just learning the ropes. You don't really get to see how someone performs and adapts their own performance until the 3 to 6 month mark.
Yeah. And
so
if
I'm
it's
just giving him the best chance of proving himself, I guess.
Yeah.
Obviously 6 months is the maximum length of time.
Yeah.
But because it's not going to be contracts, it will be if he stops doing it, there's no bad feelings essentially. Yeah.
So if it's a personal thing, do I still need to have those performance metrics and that kind of thing, or could I just start him on editing?
I think you would not written down, but just outline to him what you will be looking out for, so he knows as well. Because I don't think it's fair to just be oh, you're not doing a good enough job, fire. Like even with mates, like keeping
absolutely.
that communication clear.
I still want to do it properly, even as a personal passion project.
Yeah.
Do you know his middle name is Stevens? So he's Samuel Stevens Sloan. I just thought that's quite funny. Stephen.
Yeah. But that's it. Like.
Yeah.
And this is not like I don't think I'll tell him this, but it's like if at the 6-month mark he does a good job and we decide to pay him, we can organize something like a bonus at the 1-year mark to back pay some of the time.
Yeah.
But it would be at like intern rates. Basically, I'd calculate it at the like depending on the task that he does for us. So that's something you would need to keep track of. So based off of the tasks that he will do for us and the amount of time roughly on average that it should take, like if I were to outsource it to someone offshore, because that like stuff he's doing can be outsourced for like $5 an hour. So it's like based off of how much time it would take them to do, I'll back pay that as a bonus. But I wouldn't tell him because it's just like, let's get to the 6 months first.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds good. And any thoughts on any admin stuff? Like the personal reaching out stuff? So maybe just get him started with editing and that kind of thing. And just back foot in the door with that, let's suss this out. And then from there, we want to set up internship
because also it's
stuff.
one thing at a time. Like if he gets a job, I want to see how he
handles it. Yeah, that's fair.
Because editing is quite a time-intensive task.
Yeah.
And like you're the best person to be doing the like the admin stuff that you would be getting him to do anyway. So
that's fair.
If you've freed up your time with editing,
then I can do a lot more admin stuff. Yeah, sounds good to me. I think that's a good start. Makes the most sense. Feels right. Alright. I'm just gonna. What time are you planning to go to bed?
I don't know.
Okay.
So did you see today's easy pay amount? It's like
253 or something?
Yeah,
I saw that.
good thing you make a sale. And because technically Austin's paying.
Yeah. Well, good thing this is a sales month as well. Big things. And I know it's also in like because debits don't all come out weekly as well. So I know there's that. But I'm not going to rest on that. Got big things to do. I'm very excited. It's grind season. Basically, I don't think I've told you this yet, but I'm going to do my plan for the schedule is like roughly a 5 to 9 schedule. So 5 a.m. till 9 p.m. So it's kind of like up at 5, doing all the work and all that, do the stuff I need to do in the middle of the day, and then work through till like 9 or 10 p.m. and then up at 5 again. Yeah. So, yeah, and I think that's fair for the period of time that we're in. It's like time to grind, maybe forego an hour of sleep or so, especially for the first 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks. I'll do it for as long as it takes, but I'm actually very excited to do that. Like, there's so much that I'm excited to do, especially seeing how much I can get done with like having done it 2 days in a row now. So I'm pumped. I'm just gonna get more of the stuff that's not monster though, so my tongue doesn't get cut. But yeah. So yeah, just thought I'd let you know that's the full update. And I'm gonna eat some food. I'm gonna call Sam as well. Give him a quick call. I'll sit with it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Have a little fun about it now. Alright, I'm gonna leave you to it. I'll just maybe come in here and eat. just in your, if that's okay, or would you rather meet in my office?
Yeah, that's okay.
Let's go. Big man, how we doing?
Yeah, good.
He's built different.
I'm like trying to get food sorted and trying to talk to Soph because I gave her a mini heart attack because we went like an hour over.
Oh yeah. Sorry, bro.
And
Sorry.
I was like, no, I wasn't dead. I wasn't doing anything. Like, it's fine.
Yeah. Cool. She's a good one. She cares about you, mate.
Yeah, bro. She's like, yeah, it's all good. Anyway, what's up, bro?
Yeah, just want to give a quick update because I just talked to Yana. Basically, so.
Do you mind if I work on dinner while you talk? Is that
I don't mind, bro. I don't mind. Basically, we're all good to go ahead. And we can do some stuff. We can get you in on it. The biggest thing is full transparency. What we would have to start with, or what makes sense or is the right thing right now, isn't the admin stuff or that kind of thing, because it's a different structure as well. It's like a business. We have to set it up with like internship and that kind of thing. And it also is like the thing that I also need the most right now is more the editing side of things. So we can set that up as well as like a personal, just like as Yana referred to it, as a passion project. And which is something that I do want to do. So it's like not technically a business thing, but it is pretty big and something I'm very passionate about for making that long-term and short-term impact. Because it's like what I'd get you to edit is more of, to start with, is like the longer form stuff, which doesn't require like crazy editing, and some YouTube videos and that. And just like, I will show you how to do all these things and like do all the training that we need to, so it wouldn't be like throwing you in the deep end. And that's also why we were like, we just want to start with that, like one of the things instead of all of them at once, so that it's like, we can see how you handle it, how you go with like this state of flux that you're in as well with getting other work and that kind of thing, and see how it works for you, so that it's not like you're just completely in the deep end, if that makes sense. I can hear you faintly. I know you're bringing something over, so yeah.
This is for you.
Oh, look, I've got my food as well.
I totally understand. That makes sense. Like how you want to start things off and do that. That makes a lot of sense to me. Look, yeah, man. Like, when are you looking at? Sorry, I must have missed you earlier. When did you look at wanting to do that? Like straight away?
Bro, we can start straight away. Like, we can set up a time like within this week. Obviously, like if I was to be like tomorrow, then that's quite abrupt, but we can set up a time this week for me to go over everything, show you what to use, how to do it, and like roughly how I want the things edited, and like what process you can use for actually uploading them, because you wouldn't be able to have my actual password access for my account, because it's like from a business perspective, because that's an account that we use for business stuff as well. So it needs to be done through like a password mediating thing. I don't know, it's just a weird technical thing. But it's like I upload both personal and some business stuff there, and it's like you can do some of those videos as well. So I'll show you how to edit, how I like to edit. The things that I'd get you started on is like what we did today, the lifestyle vlog stuff. And that's like pretty easy to edit. It's just like the most time intensive bit is just listening to the things, and along the way in some of the clips I might because I'll send you the clips, I might ask you to edit some bit of it out retrospectively and that kind of thing. So it'll all be there, and you just use one app to edit, export. You can use whatever app you want, but I just use what works best. So it's pretty, I think it's pretty straightforward stuff. I've edited for a while though, but also even with this, I'm like, once you get a hang of the app, it like doesn't actually take that much doing. It's not like super high skill wise, but then it also gives us the opportunity to get in and we start talking about doing that, and you get to develop a skill as well, like content creation, basically.
Yeah. So. Not a strong skill of mine at the moment, because like usually like you'd be like edit this, I'd be like literally straight up be like, what the fuck do I do? Like, straight up, I won't lie to you.
Yeah, so and that's what I'll teach you.
Yeah.
I'll teach you from scratch.
Schedule. Oh, can I hit you with my schedule for the next week and a bit?
Yeah, bro.
So I don't disappoint you. So yeah, tomorrow I'm smashing out 7 till 2 shift. Straight after that, I'm heading up to my psychologist, because I'm starting to do that.
Nice.
And then after that, I'm hitting Perth.
Oh, nice.
And then, yeah, I'm just basically planning out so you know what it looks like at the moment.
Yeah, bro.
And Friday, I've got most of the day free. I'm supposed to want to do some stuff, but nothing too major, so we could do maybe Friday.
Yeah.
From Friday night I'm out, then Saturday I'm free, and then Sunday I'm good, and then I'm back on work Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday's the last day, so that's sick. Wednesday I have to pack, because you remember me telling you about that mental retreat talking about?
Yeah.
Yep, that is literally Thursday through till Sunday of next week, so that's I was just saying to Soph then, I was like, it's going to, I think, be really beneficial for me, but I'm not expecting it to be a comfortable experience. I think it's going to bring out a lot of shit.
For sure.
But I think it needs to happen to promote that growth. But so I'm going to just prepare myself that Wednesday, packing and everything, so I can prepare myself for that, like literally 4 days of what's going to be, I think, quite intense sort of, connection with people, as well as, deep diving into oneself as well. But other than that, we could probably do, now that I've actually talked it out because I was freaking out, I didn't have time for you, probably either like just sometime during the Friday or the Saturday, or even Sunday, but I'll be travelling around a bit. But,
yeah, sick, bro. I think Friday would be best, and that also gives me time tomorrow to suss out when you, what to actually use and to show you how to do it. And I'll also, record it whilst we're doing the video call together, so that I can show you how to do everything from scratch, and then you can also look back on it to see, and alongside that you also it's like an onboarding, I'll tell you how it will work, and then also you'll have my full support doing it. It's not like I'm just gonna chuck it and be like, you suck, and I'm gonna write out some expectations basically, just so you know what's going on, because it'd be unfair to chuck you into it and be like, yeah, figure it out yourself. I want to make it as simple for you as possible, mentor you through it essentially, so that
as long as your training or education basically allows me to meet your expectations, I'm sure.
Yeah, bro. That sounds good. I'll shoot you a message on WhatsApp actually, just so I can check my calendar afterward, and then so we have it written, makes it easy for both of us. That's normally what I do when confirming times. But yeah, bro, that should be good. I'm excited. I'm glad that you're keen to do it. So yeah, it should be good. I reckon there's good opportunity to actually mentor you through some of the stuff as well. So should be good.
Yeah, bro. So new, something I've never done before in terms of reaching out and literally getting involved in someone's a smaller business. It's just all very new to me, so it's exciting, but it's fuck at the same time. But I don't want to let you down. That's probably the next pressure. I'm I know this guy. I know what he's about. Really good mates. And I don't want to let this person down whatsoever. So.
For sure, man. It's all gravy, man. We're in this together. It's all gravy. I'm keen.
Yeah. I appreciate it, man. Really, really do appreciate it. Even more good news to tell people now. So, keen to get started. Just keep in touch about when you're ready on Friday, and I'll work around everything.
Sounds good. I'll let you get back to talking to Soph. But yeah, thanks for even taking the second call, bro.
No, all good, man. I will speak to you soon, huh?
Speak soon. Good night, bro.
See you, bro.
Bye. What are we doing?
But it's bedtime.
Nah, stop.
So we're being naughty.
Naughty? I'm not on the naughty list. I give Santa the uppercut.
It's like that dancing. Dun, 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 dun.
Sort of.
Yeah, I can't remember the tune.
I know what you're doing. It's I'm Slim Shady is I'm the real shady one, yeah, right?
I think so. I don't actually know the full song, just know the dun, dun, dun.
I know which one you're talking about. Gonna get nuggets from McDonald's, yeah. Nuggets from McDonald's, yeah. Da-da-dun, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's McDonald's Nuggets time. Are you ready, Zeke? Are you ready, Timmy? Timmy! Cheeky. Never gives anyone space. Ah, wait. Hey. Right, let's go.
But I wasn't gonna.
He wasn't gonna.
I can shut the door.
Yeah, you shut the door.
Let's go. What did Sam say?